halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. From up top, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles Davis, as always, with me as well. And CD, defenses better be on their toes in this one because we got two quarterbacks who love to throw the football, and they throw it very well.
Over 4,000 yards each in the previous season. So what you're saying is, if you're a defender, hope you're prepared properly. Hydrated, stretched, be on your toes, as you said, because the ball's coming your way.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Right up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Vikings heading out, and it's Kirk Cousins at the helm in his second season in purple and white, 8th year overall. 30 touchdown passes for him a season ago. That's a career high as he aims to get the Vikings back into the postseason.
This is week 3, he only has 100 yards. Oh, he was injured. Oh. That's probably why. Why play last week then?
On play action, Cousins. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And complete, an excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead. And the offense for the Vikings.
Dalvin Cook was drafted in 2017 to be the lead runner for the Vikings.
That was horrible. That was bloody nice.
Yeah, I know.
That was fucking John Gruden.
Push you. This is a run-heavy offense as dictated by their head coach.
That was the year
Dalvin Cook.
Jack Del Rio got fired. That was John Gruden was commentary that game.
No, it wasn't. It was on Sunday Night Football. Sunday night, not NBC, not Monday night.
Nah, the one we got whooped was Jack Del Rio, bro.
Yeah, I know. But that was on Sunday Night Football, not Monday Night Football.
Oh, it was prime time though.
Yeah, it was.
Carries to threaten 1,000 yards rushing
Yeah, I know.
this season.
He fucking first run, first play. They'll call one to go fucking deep first play. Like, come on, bro. I did that right now. I never do that.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see if this is on.
Oh, damn. It was a very smart decision for the
That
Raiders.
one's on Garrett Bradbury, the first center taken back in April's draft.
Fuck that, dude.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Cousins gives way to Cook. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV. Called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. On 3rd down, Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
Yeah, 0-2. Shit.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep for the Raiders, Dwayne Harris. Fielded just inside the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Derek Carr is set and ready to roll as he leads the Raiders out onto the field. Carr in his 6th season, 28 years of age, former 2nd-round pick back in 2014. And a lot of people feel this is a critical season for Derek Carr as a Raider. Remember, there were whispers that the Raiders might be in the market for a QB in the draft. Even contemplated maybe making a run at Kyler Murray, but in the end, they stood pat with Derek Carr, hoping that he's the long-term answer. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 10 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week. It's a pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. DeAndre Washington, his first carry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Hey, team 6, team 6. Hey, watch the slant.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
There was Carr. No one thinks about it.
Starters here for the Raiders.
And there's offensive tackle Trent Brown signed away from New England in the offseason on a 4-year, $66 million deal to protect his new quarterback in Oakland, Derek Carr. No stranger to the Bay Area. First 3 years in the league, where with San Francisco as a 49er, he can play left or right tackle.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr to the throw. Out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Able to find Harris, complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas, had quarterback written all over him.
All right, so what you guys got?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
On 2nd and 12, Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to go up top for the end, and it's intercepted at the goal line.
Pass interference.
Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Oh, that went in. That's a Burns.
Defense.
What?
First and goal.
Automatic put down after this is the goal. Automatic put down. Shit, my God.
So cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching up yardage.
She got scared.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
Struggling today.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
The mic's back on. The mic is muted.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future All-Pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right.
Oh! Wow, what are you doing? Why were you doing
This team.
And he's
touchdown.
Touchdown.
Foster
Moreau with his first career NFL touchdown. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland.
That's that. Should have been off the kick.
They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Raiders won the board first. They were called. I was lucky that was not intercepted. You got lucky, dude. Lucky.
Following the touchdown,
I did it on purpose, though.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Nice.
Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gun.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The numbers a week ago for Cook. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw is Cousins. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. A look there at how the Raiders will start defensively. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
You have to like the way that they played in the first month. They have to be very proud of being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
after the incompletion. Here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Cousins. Oh, he'll just get
What are you doing, actually, man?
Incomplete. However,
Nice
we do
return.
have a flag.
Defense.
Let's check in with our referee.
Total.
So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They run with Abdullah. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Hey, who did we go back to? No.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Gun. Don't be scared of it.
They'll run for the first time with the former Bearcat, Mike Boone. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Not taking time here. Wait to go get the ball back. Cousins calling an audible.
Yellow. Shoot.
To throw, Cousins. Open man, it's Thielen, it's complete.
I don't want
He's going to be taken down here with a penalty
Holding.
on the field.
Offense. Replay. 3rd down.
Automatic put down.
So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. And when people celebrated, the guys just gave up that play.
So following a holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
He has not completed any passes today.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And almost picked off.
Oh,
I guess the
and
good news for
score.
them now, it's 4th down.
Raider defense is not allowing any pass yards. Right now they're playing the best defense in Route 3. Allowing no yards on pass.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right.
What did I make?
Down, you got to try and
Yeah,
find something.
Tennessee was doing
There's
good too.
nothing available there for
That
him.
first game.
So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this will stop the offense. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just run right past it.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Hey, Charlie.
Now Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Jalen Richard, the 4th-year man from Southern Miss.
I'm not
Ben
having
Gideon
no
in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Carr. Vikings after it.
Down by Emerson Griffin.
Emerson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game.
I know you guys don't think you're not fucking
Tatter, so it sounds a bit like this.
They're cars.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back
great
together.
until this happened.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at 3rd and long. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr.
Oh my God!
And Derek Carr gets down by Daniel Hunter. 2 shots in a row. The Vikings still hanging in the window.
I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to do it in pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly. Play action sack. Officially, knocked down is just a 28-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
They were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered.
Oh, shit.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
I know that was
Hit it down.
Yeah, hit it down a hit. I got up and
putting the blitz on it.
right here.
That coach, former defender in this league, he loves this.
Yeah, they love to see it
fumbled by a
happen
fucking
because
Joseph.
I think they just have that flashback.
Oh,
when they were
fuck.
playing.
Yeah.
That's what we were taught. That's what we did.
What's the foul? After the play. Unnecessary roughness. Defense. Offense.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't
After
get
the play.
They had to punt from deep
Unsportsmanlike
inside
conduct.
their
There we go.
territory, which means
That's
you're going
the
to lose
word.
the field position battle as a general rule.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Now is a little more
Offensive
consistency.
line.
Move
Not
the ball
bad.
at least a few times on offense.
That looks like a
Get
face
clean
mask too.
first down.
I grabbed
And
that.
the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st, here's Washington. He'll get the first down.
Washington. Oh!
Did he get in?
That's the one that
Did
might
it
work.
at the 1-yard line. 31 yards there. And a
This is
first
a
down.
road trap
You
game.
hate that for him. He gets so close on the big run, but has him in excellent position.
And I know there's plenty of competitive
It's probably one of
spirit on
those
the
things
defensive
that
side of
one
the
of the
ball.
opponents
But part of
on
me
these guys
wonders
like,
if they would have just
one of
preferred him to
like
go and take it
cakewalk,
into the end
you know what I
zone
mean? Like-
rather than deal with him again on a likely
Like,
carry on this
you know what I mean?
day.
Like, you find an opponent that they're easy, then it seems like one of those games. Like, fuck, I'm trying to give you an example. For example, Baltimore and Miami. Everyone thought Baltimore was gonna lose, but also didn't think it was gonna be a high scoring war. Oh,
Washington.
you know what I mean?
Forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Coach.
Line of scrimmage again with 4 yards.
And that was the end of what? 7-3.
After 1-7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Cornell on 3rd and goal. That's going to be caught by Williams.
Yeah, they're caught on fire.
Tyrell Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Now we had trouble with that fucking.
I was expecting one so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had to be the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had to feel that they would come back and try to put it down.
Continuing to be
extra point by Carlson.
that great
good. And the decision to just keep the extra point line so successful.
Meanwhile, for Cousins, they did an opposite type of day for him. No completions in the entire first quarter. Incompleteness. And that's got to change if they want to get the game in.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Field goal. Fire.
Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. I think this crowd not really sure what to make of things. Their guys have not looked very good. Their leader here at the top, he hasn't looked that great either.
And most of the time you hear guys talk about how they don't let the crowd affect them or they block it off. Well, that's not really fully true because a lot of the times you ride the wave of emotion with the crowd when it's positive for you. In this case, they've got to find a way to shake it off and at least get something done to maybe put the crowd back on their side.
Absolutely. Give these guys something to cheer about.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg.
And he finally gets the cut. Rudolph.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins, open here, Adam Thielen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check 59, right? Mike,
now Cook. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk about football 101 here. It's one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield.
Watch. That was me right here. Watch.
Oh, fuck.
What the fuck is that, dude?
Damn, dude, that fucking broke his fucking ankle. What
The nigga just fucking fell.
He collapsed. He's dead.
Hell?
That was a sloppy guy. Juked him. Broke his ankle. That was nice. Down with Cook. Juking Wilbur. Oh, shit.
Huge difference between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Cousins throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's 3rd and 4. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their route, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3, cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far,
from the Raiders.
0 for 3
Double coverage.
If that continues,
Here, Whitehead.
chance of winning this one.
Shit. They're looking for the 2nd field goal.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Bailey's kick is good. And the 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This is taken at its 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a play fake. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up to coach from L.A., where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gotta leave your team too.
Here's Jacobs, and he still
Jacobs
is
again.
yet to get on track.
Not running well against the Vikings defense.
It's a loss of 4.
Vikings are not getting fooled. They have a great defense.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively.
Can't see
because
the
they
stuff
kept
they're
extra
called,
DBs on the
and
field,
the offense can't get
despite
going.
seeing the multiple tight end
Oh,
looks
shit.
come out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr caught out right by Renfro.
Renfro.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That
Catching
one
today.
a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you
Wide
have a
open.
receiver has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little
Damn.
guys,
Yeah,
they
I know,
get
man.
lost in there.
I wouldn't
They
even
can't
make
locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On the NFL scoreboard, an
Put the
update from
foul.
Foxborough. And the
I think they're
Patriots are out
roughness.
to an early lead there over the Jets. So we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside
Charge.
the 35.
Get the long one today.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there.
Oh, yeah, you got hope against
On
Kansas City,
the
huh?
ground,
That's-
they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Rebound game. Yeah, that's one of those games where you might win. Rebound. find an easier opponent.
Oh, what are you doing?
They give him 4 yards.
Oh, come on.
Second and 6.
No, Washington.
They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure, and now the ball. Lost it.
Oh!
And the Vikings pick up the football.
And the Vikings get the ball. They were calling him the
22-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy.
Trying one thing, got slide that I know he was trying to, but then look at that right there, that hit from Wilson.
But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more.
Right there, I know he was trying to slide, but I hit anything. Yeah, right there.
Now we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They start the drive with Cook, and he will fight his ways forward to about the 23-yard line. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins, incomplete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
Adam Thielen.
Get this well past midfield, but being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Oh, fuck.
On 1st down,
I said,
for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Watch it, screaming. Hey, we're good. Shoot, watch the shoot. Gun. Keep going, boys, moving.
From the 27, Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A reminder once As we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
No. Line out.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd.
Oh.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
The first touchdown of the first receiver to get touchdown on the team anyways.
Or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally
got one point.
Whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Better number now. 7 out of 13.
Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but
5 out of
still,
6.
as a forward DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before. This will be taken short.
Man, that is a fucking fish. And they take the guy down. Take 2 defenders. Epps. And Hill. Push it back.
Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. And he's been good. 2
Derek Carr, look at less than trying to slide a little bit quicker. Even if he's 1 or 2 yards shy of the first down, he was trying to. He passed the first down, he just didn't slide. And when he passed it, it was too late. First down. All that much slide. Wait, you wanted to slide it after that first down.
With him on the field, folks, he wants that type of celebration.
He finds it open.
Jacobs on a long one.
Drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. 24th pick in the spring by Oakland was Josh Jacobs. Only rushed for 640 yards last year at Alabama, but when you consider the offensive depth chart they had, it makes it understandable. So young, won't turn 22 until February, and they're really hoping that the veteran presence of 30-year-old Doug Martin can be a guiding light for Jacobs. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Of the day.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in.
Carr now
Just like down on Monday night
80% of
games.
his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Counter play with Jacobs. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Timeout by Oakland.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Carr down a throw. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Carlson down to have the extra point.
Derek Carr makes it 8-9. Let's go. On a roll.
The drive
Hunter Renfrow.
75 yards. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Going deep for Diggs.
Come on. Seriously.
Picked by Darren Worley. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
You've been whooping out, well. What we got home?
Getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Fuck, this Stephon Diggs didn't get shit today. Darren Worley with the great interception. Matching up.
Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes.
Oh! Almost intercepted. The whole thing.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
And I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Wow, big
Good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23
they also have
seconds to
to
go
fight
till
to
halftime.
get a first down after this big timeouts. But now they only have 1.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down.
Derek Carr trying to go down the field, but no. Did not have a good luck. I wonder if they're going to go for it, but they didn't matter. I mean, they can. They get another chance at halftime. Will they receive it again? So, how with them? Gonna gamble here. Try to get a little bonus out of something. Derek Carr.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Stay over there.
Throwing now is Carr. Going for the deep ball. And nearly picked off there.
Thank good.
Instead, 2nd down.
Yeah, Derek Carr is going to go deep here. I don't understand why. They just don't want to look at interception. You're not going to get a touchdown on field goal. I mean, you got to get a touchdown. It's not going to happen.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Let's it go for the
pass interference.
I know. What the fuck? He didn't even touch the ball. Referee, no penalty on that one.
And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it's been the play of Derek Carr that's led the way. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front. As we hand things back over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Derek Carr with a phenomenal performance.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
I've never seen you play this good with Derek Carr in a long time. So, keep it up. I haven't seen Derek Carr play this good against the NFC team. And it's the shame the Vikings are home and they're playing this kind of level against an amateur Oakland offense. Oh!
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Derek Carr, he is the focus of our player spotlight. And it's been a good game for him to this point, Charles. They're winning on the scoreboard. They got to be feeling pretty good.
And it's always fun for them when they're not just winning on the scoreboard, but they're contributing in a big way. You see him throwing touchdown passes, watching this video. It's got to be a fun time for him.
Derek Carr is just patient on the ground.
Calm, collective, all those things describing him right now. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started.
Jacobs down.
To the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they're leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Gentlemen,
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From just shy of midfield, Carr got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective. Able to stop him before you get a good steam going.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Wipe his ball. Here's Derek Carr. Oh, he got down for a stack by Weatherly. First stack in a long time. First half.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Hindsight is 20/20.
Wait, the blitz.
Maybe they should have kept it
The
up.
Viking Raiders.
Like the O-line was run blocking again.
Actually, that made
Big
him
hole last time. This time they opened up a hole.
That's
And
it.
the quarterback got
Before
sacked.
Vince McMahon realizes the Raiders play Vikings this year, so he named NXT talent Viking Raiders.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Throw left side.
Oh, no, red throw. Oh, they are in field goal range.
Too shy of the
Red
30.
throw on fire.
12, and that'll set up a third down. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. On play action, now Carr. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he's got this down close to the 20.
How many completions in a row?
No, able to complete it in a row.
Oh, okay, they 8 completions in a row.
Continues to plunge forward.
Bam.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the
Be
half,
alternative.
just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On first down, Jacobs. And he'll get it down this time to 17. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 17, Carr flushed out right. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Trying to tire out the
Boy, the
offense.
evolution of the game, and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks...
So I Charger cannot allow this type of
that we've
fucking
seen in a bunch. I mean,
performance.
we talk about
They're not going to.
collectively. It's unbelievable.
Well, maybe
Their
in real life,
ability to
they'll
move
do it.
is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the...
And he'll take it into the end
Second
zone.
first down, Renfro. Holy
Making
shit.
4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Oh, fuck.
And oh, it's blocked.
It's just, oh.
Scooped up by the offense.
That would be Glennon. I'm picking up the ball. Oh. Took forever. Shoulder could have been injured.
Following the bunch, PAT, they're set to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A reminder coming up later tonight. A lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams, an 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Cousins. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders 30.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Flush to his right. The throw complete to Beebe. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Oh, come on, Cousins.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Good route here. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hey, check 24. Black. Jump. Hot.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs. Right
1st down by the Vikings.
His 1st catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Yeah, 1st reception.
Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The Vikings are just taking their time so the Raiders don't have to get the ball back.
Easy.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Cousins now. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Gun.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cleveland Farrell in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
One. 52. I got you. I got you.
To throw, Cousins under pressure.
Killing me, man.
And down he goes again. Cleveland Farrell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Fuck, all these secondary niggas.
Now Cousins. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Gotta move up a little close here. Fuck, I don't know what to do.
They'll run for it. Cook.
Oh, they stopped the Vikings. The Ravens are at the 2-yard line, though.
It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Carr on the give. It's Washington. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he will have the 1st down. He winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. side, it's Williams.
Oh my God.
16 yards.
Derek Carr on fire. Just gonna keep doing that. I think he's just trying to go for a record in his career. And he's okay with that. Well protected.
Yeah, you gotta love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you gotta know
that guy fucking
stay in bounds, young man.
took forever. And that just go. Or the Raiders have the possession, and it'll be harder for the Vikings to come back. Trail.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Richard, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Who the fuck is 12 again?
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the
When they met the football, yeah, I've seen that on the live. Oh, and
a pass blitz. Pass blitz, just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB. And
and a first incomplete in a long time. Good numbers from Derek Carr.
So they can't run the football.
Second down pass play.
He had an interception earlier, but it was called back for that pass interference. He was lucky. Ever since then, he was like,
defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. Left side. And they're going to mark him down short. Maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down.
No.
Get beyond them, they'll pick up.
Still have a long way to go.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Cousins.
Oh, what the hell was that, bro?
Intercepted. Picked up by
The Raiders continue to dominate.
Set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, you're trailing
like a flying interception.
But the defense knows this too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Oh, Joseph.
Oh, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Jacob's gone.
And now the rookie's free.
Yeah, they suck, dude.
Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. throwing the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Oh, this guy, Abdullah, is gone.
Abdullah, he's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. He goes on 5 yards on the kick return. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, he made the right choice by
Long run.
but it's a little bit surprising because now touchback's coming down to the 25 instead of the 20. When guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think West Coast is wrong to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Dan Bailey now for the extra point.
34-19. Gonna throw the first touchdown a long time.
A fantastic return. Started in one end zone, ended in the other. All told, 105 yards. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Good shit. 700, I mean not 700, 700 yards.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He's got these almost to the 40.
Drive
starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get that. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. Back after this.
I don't know how Derek Carr just read through his defense and know what's going on.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Carr gives it off to Washington. They find some open field here. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from?
Intercepted.
Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return.
Finally.
2 scores.
Get Jordan rushing up. That's good.
It kind of keeps them.
Derek Carr make a critical mistake. Still a long time.
Their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe just sitting on it, trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, Cook. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins. And that'll be incomplete.
Wide open.
Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Cousins the thrower. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Tahir Whitehead. And these guys will take over at the 25-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses.
But
you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception, they finished off the drive. That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs.
Another run by Jacobs.
The 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final.
When they get to like 2 minutes, they'll have nothing more.
No timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Carr gives to Richard.
Another run.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you that they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
On 1st down, Carr. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls.
Can't go for 5, bro.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They run with Washington. He's got a
Like
first
serious. Come on, man.
inside the 20.
Holy shit, Raiders.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Washington. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Carlson on for the PAT. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? You don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Another throw on second down.
Come on, man. Don't be like that.
As well. Just nothing there. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Cousins just got to wake up.
I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
To throw is Cousins. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Carr now on 1st down.
Oh!
This is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I don't know.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So the Vikings bringing the offense back onto the field. They'll go for 2 here. Following the interception, Cousins. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I like their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's over that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to lay down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well. The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing now is Carr. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The end result, 21 yards. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you're a line the play comes to you. Sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Richard, he's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. 16 yards of first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Instead of ending the game, we want more points. Savage.
They come out here in the eye. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That's shit. Look at everything quick.
He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Well, let everybody else fucking make a quick, man.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs.
And don't call it away. No way to go.
And we're down to 8 seconds now.
19 seconds. 8 seconds, I'm sorry. 4th and goal, but wow. Go for it, I think. One last shot to the end zone. Oh, intercepted.
They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Here's Carr to throw.
Oh, intercepted. He dropped the ball. Hail Mary.
4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone.
One last shot for
the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. One last shot now for Cousins. He's going to let it fly. This is dropped in
Fuck was that?
Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is going. As time has run out on this ball game.
Stupid.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Oakland, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
What a Minshew better than that guy. Better percentage with that guy. I don't know. Could have trash ass game.